ass. Eh? Doesn't mean you can flush your ass. Oh, actually.
My passive smoking is your...
Hello, good evening and welcome. We are here. I am stood beside Rusty. We are in the Angler's Rest here in Wanwell, and this is VTTalk. So here we are in Wanwell, the first outside broadcast that we've done with VTTalk TV, and this is VTTalk live at the CamVip Stay Inmate, and over at the side of the bar there is Rusty. Rusty, can I borrow you for a while?
Hey, Dave, you alright?
Yes, not so bad. I think everybody knows we're a little bit in shade here. If we move forward slightly, we might get a little bit better light. There you go. There we go. A little bit further. Come on in. Have we got us? Yes, we're both.
Oh, we're all right now, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just get the camera up on you. Okay. Now, I should let everybody know that we can't actually see what's going on in chat, which is a little bit unusual. But Russell Odd,
yes,
head honcho of CamVip, campaign for vaping in pubs, and you've put this night on here tonight at the Angler's Rest here in Wanwell near Barnsley.
Yeah, Wanwell.
Wanwell.
Wom. Yeah.
Wom, not Wom.
No, Wom.
Wom.
Yeah.
Not Wom.
No, certainly
Wom.
not Wom.
Not Wom. So, what's it all about? Come on, let's let everybody know.
The idea is to try and get people who generally go into a pub and go outside and have a cig to just stop inside for the night, stay inside for the night. We'll give you the cig for free, all right? But it's not, a normal cig. It's an e-cig.
It's an e-cig.
And it's legal to use inside.
Indeed it is.
So the idea was to put it out to as many smokers as possible, get them in here. Unfortunately, we've only got 3 or 4 smokers in, and we've got the usual type of response, whereas a couple are saying yes, they're fantastic. We've got a couple staying in, saying they're fantastic. We've got another one saying, yeah, it's great, and then he keeps going out for a roll-up, and then we've got one saying, no, I'm not having that. So we're doing all right. Out of the 4, we've got 2 semi-converts.
Yes.
Semi. Just plant the seed and leave it.
That's exactly right, exactly right. I mean, I've noticed myself that people have been trying them, and indeed one chap earlier on was well pleased to try it, and he reckoned it was hitting the spot.
Yeah.
So with a little bit of luck and a following wind, we'll be talking to him later with a little bit of luck.
Yes.
Although he appears to have disappeared. I don't know whether
out for a fag.
He's going out for a fag.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. I should also point out there's loads and loads of people here that I wasn't expecting to see, and we'll be talking to some of those later on as well. And indeed, well, we'll leave that as a surprise, but there's a fair few folks that would have been in the chat room that are here instead. So if there are any faces missing that you can think of, they're probably here. I'm going to say words like raw veg and sea biscuit and magic dragon and 1 or 2 others.
Yes.
And so we'll be speaking to those later on.
Plus, there's somebody extremely famous here, but we'll not talk about that famous person.
Who's that?
And it's not you.
No. Oh, no. We know the other famous person that's here. I'm not.
And it's not Cat.
It's
not
not Cat.
Sav either.
It's not Sav. No, either. Can I say the word? Trog. The Trog is here, and the Trog, Mr. Trog, is going to have an interview. We're going to have a natter with Trog in a while. And have you seen what he's got with him?
I have. And it's amazing. It revolutionised e-cigs, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm excited by it.
I am.
I am actually excited by it. So it'll be a world first. We'll have a look at them here on VTTalk at the Angler's Rest in Wanwell.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a cracking night. What are you drinking?
Barnsley Bitter.
Barnsley Bitter?
Made by Acorn, which is a brewery in Wanwell.
In Wanwell? That's... Could I just...
Yes?
I know I'm not driving. Not yet. Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
It is bitter, and you like it, don't you? So
That's gorgeous.
You want a few more, don't you?
Yes. Can you get it in casks?
Yes.
To put in the back of the car?
You can, but obviously not tonight because the brewery's shut.
Oh, bugger. That's an absolute sod, isn't it? So I'm going to have a wander down to the end of the bar now, because I think that gentleman that's sitting there is one that was trying the e-cig earlier
Yes,
on.
Alan.
Alan. Shall we go and have a natter with Alan?
Go on.
We'll go and have a natter with Alan. Excuse my back, viewers. Alan, can I pinch you? I'll come round here and talk to you. Now, you've been trying these e-cigs tonight, haven't you?
Bloody hell.
Go on, get on. Yes.
Yeah, have you been trying these tonight, haven't you?
I have, yes.
First time you've tried them?
It is, yes.
What do you make of them?
Quite all right.
Is it something you could take up, do you think?
Yes.
As opposed to ordinary tabs?
That's, I don't know.
Or in addition.
Or in addition.
You can't really smoke.
Yes. What I said, and that was to you,
Yes.
for the first time. I enjoyed it because I could sit at the bar with a cigarette in my hand
Yes.
and smoke.
That's the way it's supposed to be, isn't it?
Correct.
Absolutely the way it's supposed to be. So, you've got, I can't say where it is, but I know you've got one with you.
I have.
Got two.
I've got two.
Get him two.
I've got two.
Ah, right, I see. One of each, one from Paula and one from Trog.
Yes.
I believe is the case. That is cracking. I'm so pleased that you're enjoying them. And I did say I wouldn't take too much of your time. So, thank you so much for coming along, and thanks for trying them, and thanks for being on VTTalk.
Okay, no.
I think what we'll do is we'll go to a little trailer for the moment while I bring together somebody else to have a natter with. Back after this.
That was being broadcast live.
Oh, it'll be up later on. Now, we're on there live now. I should introduce, walk this way with me. I should introduce this handsome young lad, and we are struggling a little bit for light here. This is Matt. This is Trog's lad.
Yeah, Trog's son, that's right, yeah.
Trog's son.
The other half, the unsung hero, I would like to say, of the screwdriver team.
Shall we say the better looking half as well?
Well, he was very handsome when he was younger.
Has he told you that?
No, I've seen the pictures.
All right. And then no doubt your mum will believe that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, how far have you travelled to come here tonight?
Just nearly 50 miles, only from Newark.
Right.
Which is where the business is based as well. Took about an hour in the heavy rain, so not far at all, really.
No, and you brought something a little bit special.
Oh, yes, I have, yes. I'll sneak this into shot now.
Sneak it into shot.
If we can just see this tiny little thing here.
You can get a little bit closer.
A little bit closer.
A little bit closer.
And we'll get some concept of the scale of it.
There you go.
As we can see, it's quite a dinky little device. Now,
I'll put it beside that. That gives some people...
if we'll give a little comparison to a standard Mark II screwdriver that we've just got in the pocket there in terms of size.
There you go.
There we go. Now what this little beast is, as some of you may be aware, is a keyring, an ST keyring e-cig. It's really, I mean, when we made the screwdrivers, it was all about taking sort of Chinese stuff that didn't work and making a really good quality high-end product that worked.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the market's now full of, if you like, high-end quality products such as yours and many in between, and standard ego devices, Reavers, they're all quite effective. They all work at the end of the day. A lot of them are quite cheap, so where does that leave a screwdriver? As a bit of a niche market, built like a tank, but a bit of a niche market product.
Yes.
So it occurred to us basically that we needed to turn our attentions and design work to the other end of the spectrum, if you like, and bring that level of functionality, reliability and improvement in design to the total opposite end of the spectrum in the market. All of the newbies, the new starters, they might be going out there buying small Titan kits and things of that nature. So we were looking at that sector of the market and really just improving on it as much as we could, really. The end result is this rather diminutive little device, which some of you may find shocking, has got a battery which is about 350 milliamp hour, which is over half what a standard Ego would rate, and should give a heavy user about 3 to 4 hours use.
Forgive the laughter, I'll tell you about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you probably get about 24 hours out of your device, but...
no, I don't get anywhere close. I mean, I make no bones about it. An 18650 lasts me around about 8 hours.
Really? Is that
Yes.
all? That's actually less than my standard. But I, of course, use this modest, sort of 3.5 ohm impedance.
I think it's safe to say that I am immodest.
Yeah.
Profligate, even.
Yeah.
Profligate. I must add, I tried that earlier on, had a couple of drags off it. And it's not half bad. I can see your use, even for me, with something like that, dangling around my neck while I'm driving about the place.
Yeah. I mean, one of the joys and the reason we've spent so much time getting it right is because a device like this, it not only appeals to the starter, because these things, we've got an estimated retail price of about £12.49, so it really is going to appeal to everybody.
Not £12.50.
Well, between £12.49 and £13.49, depending quite what they end up costing.
Yes.
So it's going to appeal to the starter, the new guy, but it's also going to appeal to somebody with devices such as yours and the more experienced user, partly because of the price, but the pure convenience of it, the neatness of it, and the fact that even though it's small, it's size for size the most powerful e-cig in the world. So people are going to want it, even though they've got their Pro Varis or their screwdrivers or their 1,000 milliamp hour Ego devices. They're still going to want it because it's, if you like, special.
I have the feeling there's a queue forming now.
Hopefully. I do hope so, yeah.
Any idea how long before they're in the country and up for sale?
I'm going to order an initial production sample of about 1,000.
Okay.
I can't actually order any more because if they get it wrong, you've got rather a lot of money
Tied up.
sat there in a pile.
Yes.
Assuming those, I mean, we'll retail those ourselves from our own website. Much beyond that, we'll begin also to take wholesale orders because we do plan to distribute these, through every man in Jack, basically every seller that's out there. We want selling these things.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, they're a mass market device.
Indeed.
So hopefully, these things will be coming your way soon.
That's what's known as a shameless plug.
It is.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It is.
Now,
yeah.
I should tell everybody that's watching, especially anybody that's a member on UKV, that Jackie, the boss, the UKV boss, has arrived. But she shot past, saw that there was a camera, saw there was a microphone, screamed and ran like hell. But we are going to try to hijack her if we can. And I'm just looking now to see whether we can even get a shot on her. And I'm not sure we can.
Just bow out of the way here.
Ah, yes. Can you get a shot on Jackie there? I'm just going to wander in that general direction and say hello and see what she's got to say. Hiya, Jackie. Come on, come here. Because everybody in the chat room wants to see your good self because they've missed you like mad, and we just want to know.
Even I've just gone on there. I mean, come on.
Come on, turn round. There you go. You see, nothing, not a problem in any way, shape or form. It is gorgeous to see you across here.
Well, thank you.
How are you doing?
Not too bad, yeah.
Good.
Getting there.
Any big plans for UKV?
To be honest, it seems to have taken on a life of its own anyway.
Yes.
So I'm not sure it needs that big a push from me anyway, which I've never really done. I've never advertised the place.
No.
Other than a couple of posts on other forums, but that's about it. And I think people are just getting their word of mouth.
Absolutely.
Basically.
2,000 and odd members now
Yeah,
on UKV.
I know.
That's
It's amazing.
that's in what, about 18 months, isn't it? 19?
Yeah, it'll be 2 years in December.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Member number 3.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
I am.
I know you're one of the first.
It's one of my claims to fame. Member number 3 on there. So how long did it take you to get across here today?
Oh, about an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, it's not a
Something like
bad
that.
drive,
No, not too bad. No.
Good,
So
good.
it will have taken you longer.
In theory, yes. No, it wasn't a bad drive down. It was okay. Roadworks all over the place. But yes, I was determined I was going to get you, and I promised our viewers faithfully.
I knew it would happen. I said to my mum on the way in, I'm camera dodging, so...
Well, I've got to say, you have absolutely no need to dodge cameras, because
it's a matter of opinion.
Everybody watching's a friend.
Yeah, I know.
And it's cracking to see you here.
Yeah,
and it's really nice. What we'll do now, I think, is we'll go to another trailer while I try and grab hold of Simone if she's going to come free. That's the landlady here. Actually, before we do that, what do you reckon to this kind of thing?
It's lovely. I think this is a great pub. It's not your average commercial Wetherspoons pub, is it? It's just a nice local, nice relaxed atmosphere.
It is, and I mean, I must admit, I'd love to see stuff like this happening in other pubs.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, Mum, I missed that. What did you say?
I said it's different.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
And
Better.
it's nice
Nicer.
to see.
A bit more like pubs used to be.
Yes.
Yeah, relaxing with something to someone.
And different. Yes.
Yes, which is exactly as it should be. Exactly as it should be.
Yes.
So we'll go to these few quick words, and when we come back, I'll be talking to somebody else. This is all very exciting. That's the Haze Hour that's on tomorrow night, and believe it or not, I'm on that with Keith. It'll be cool, really cool, but this is something I never thought I'd see this day. This man stood beside me is the, come back here, the one and only Trog. If you've never seen him before, I've never seen him before, we've never met, have we? It's Trog, put it there.
Hello.
How are you doing?
All right.
Good, good. We've just, just talking to Matt earlier on there about the key ring.
Yeah.
Is that his idea or yours?
Both.
It's a nifty piece of kit, is that?
Do you know how it came about?
Do tell.
Right, a secret this, but we were testing out press fitting atomizer connections.
Right.
Matt used a little piece of bar that he'd cut off to test a press fit size in the end. It sat there on the bench with a cartomizer screwed in the end of it, and we looked at it and thought, that looks good. And that's it.
And that's how it happened?
Yeah, that's how it does happen, isn't it?
Accidental?
Designed by accident. Designed by accident.
Designed by accident.
Designed by accident.
Some of the most successful designs in
all of them
history have been
all
accidental.
of them are.
Yeah,
You set out to make a design, you fail.
Yes.
If you just arrive at one by accident, you succeed, I think. That's the story behind that little keyring thing, anyway.
Well, it
sat there on the bench for several weeks, and we kind of looked at it and thought, well, that's cute. So we decided to make one, which involved Chinese factories and can you make these and how much can you make them for and all this kind of nonsense. But nevertheless, hopefully it will work. We don't know.
Well, one can just keep one's fingers crossed, I think, is the way of putting it.
Yeah.
But from my point, I know you said earlier on that you thought it wasn't for the likes of me, the not normal people like what I am. But I'm here to tell you, I can see a great use for that on a lanyard round my neck while I'm driving.
It's cute.
It's
And
definitely
you see,
that.
even manly men like cute, don't they? You see
Oh,
that?
yes.
The essence of it.
I'm very fond of cute.
Yeah, cute.
Very fond of cute. I was just saying, put a few rhinestones on that and see them
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
clubs all up and down the
Well,
line.
that, in theory, is a dream. Turn it into a lifestyle thing
Yeah.
instead of a fake flag or whatever.
Well, quite.
I mean, if we had money and we had TV and we were real business, we could do it.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
Well, it's a start. It's a start.
Whether we get anywhere without, who knows?
Well, the telly seems to be interested now, as was adequately demonstrated last
Yeah,
week. I think.
that's your nudge unit.
Absolutely. And if there's a-
It is nudge and it's power.
Yes.
They've said okay.
So,
Quietly they've said okay.
what about this kind of thing then? Do you see these taking off up and down the length and breadth of the land? Nights like this? Camvit nights?
No.
You don't?
Not unless it goes on TV. I mean, if it goes on TV, I mean, I'm cynical. I mean, if it don't appear on TV, it don't exist. Everything has to appear on TV.
Yes.
If it doesn't,
Well, I
the
think
nation is so mesmerised
by the telly.
by the telly.
Yes.
If it's not on the telly, it don't exist. Just the way.
So we need to get on to Mr. Cole and get e-cigz factor going.
It's not going to work, is it?
No, not really.
The only people with the money to do it is big business.
Yes.
There isn't the profit in it for them to want to know. There's a lot more money in a patch
Yes.
with a little drop of nicotine in it costing a fraction of a penny to make
Yes.
than there is in a bloody electric fag. Electric fags are quite expensive to make. The markup just isn't there to generate the huge razzmatazz.
It's the technology
I mean,
required, yes.
the way to sell anything in this world is to have a $5 product, spend $85 on promoting it, and flog it for 120.
Yes.
It's not to have a good product. That ain't the way it's done, is it? It's a shit product, costs bugger all, and you spend a fortune on kidding everybody that it's the next new lifestyle thing. So
That could well be the case. So, there we go. That's Trog in the flesh.
my cynical viewpoint of the world and where it's going, and I'd love another pipe, but I've got to be very careful.
Are you driving?
Yes,
Can Matt not drive?
he's probably as pissed as I am.
Oh dear, how sad. Never mind. Thanks, Trog.
Anyway, nice.
Thanks for your time. That's really, really kind of you to give me a few minutes. We certainly shall. I see somebody else I recognise. Approach the bench. You're not in the chat room. People will be missing you.
Hello.
It's Seabiscuit in the flesh. Hello, Lee. How you doing?
I'm fine, thanks,
You
mate.
enjoying yourself tonight? It's cracking, this, isn't it?
Great to see a pub full of vapors.
It's great to see the fog in the air and everybody sitting around enjoying themselves, sucking and blowing. It's brilliant. Can't understand why everybody doesn't do it.
Well, they should.
They certainly should. They certainly should. It's amazing, actually, the number of people that are here as well. Do you think any more of these will go on in this area?
I should think so, yeah. It seems popular to me.
I've not seen a pub this full for a while. I don't know whether Kirsty, who's on camera, can kind of just swizzle it round and try and show how many people are in, but it's, as pubs go, it's not massive, isn't this place? It's not huge. It's probably the size of the downstairs in a 4-bedroomed house.
Yeah.
And we must have 30, 35 people in the place.
Yeah.
It's really rather pleasant to have it like that. And I've just spied somebody else as well. Shall we go and kidnap that young lady up there?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do that. As we walk towards the camera, there's somebody here that I think everybody would really, really like to see.
No.
Yes. Somebody that everybody would like to see. This is the lady behind RY High Five, aren't you?
Sort of.
Sort of. Yes. I'm going to do that and say thank you for giving me the opportunity to do that. And then I'm going to ask you a question. How much BM2 have you got left? Because I'm nearly out.
Oh, right. I'll have to check up for you.
Would you? What? Oh, it's the light. It's the light. Everybody's saying they can't see us.
Oh, no.
It's the light. We need the light. We should have brought the big floodlights and stuff like that, but we're kind of doing this It's the first time we've done an outside broadcast. And it's a little bit backside going like a bunny's nose and stuff like that, you know. So you've travelled all the way across from Hull?
Yes, Welwick.
Where?
Welwick.
Welwick?
It's a little village near Withensea.
Withensea, which is near Hull? Yes. How long did it take you to get over?
A couple of hours.
Oh, it's not so bad then, is it?
No.
Not so bad. And how long have you been here now?
About 15 minutes.
Oh, so I have hijacked you. I'm so sorry. I really am sorry. But that was Jackie, who's sitting down here.
No, don't put it on me again.
Yes, of course. No, you make a comment, you're going on the telly. It's that easy. So I mean, didn't give it. See, she's completely thrown me now. This is what happens when you haven't got a script. So, yes, I know we were talking before about doing another juice, and there's been calls for that. So sometime next year.
Definitely.
Okay. I can confirm it will not be a menthol. Because if I came up with a menthol juice, nobody would buy it. Not at all. Oh, you would buy it, Sav. Sav, can I'll step back in the light. I need to tell everybody the team that we've got working here tonight is absolutely amazing. We've got Savcam. There you go, Savcam. And Kat's actually driving the show. She is the producer tonight. If you pull it right round, I don't know whether you'll be able to see what's going on there, that all the bits and bobs are there. It's a proper team effort tonight on behalf of everybody. What with Rusty running about the place, talking to people and doling e-cigz out. And of course you sent some e-cigz across, didn't you?
I did.
Yes, I think have I got one here? Is that the one? Yours is a one piece. No, that's not it. Where is it?
I sent a couple of different types, so there's the V12s as well.
Oh, well, I don't know that I've seen the V12s, but I'm going to have a look at those a little bit later on to see how they're going. But I think it's brilliant to see yourself and Trog and one or two others supporting stuff like this. Do you think we'll see many more CamVip type nights going on, stay into vape?
We may do. I mean, there are quite a few comments on the forum. I think there's going to be one in Hull.
There's going to be one in Hull?
I think so. I read something this morning.
Hang on.
Was it? Yeah, it was Jackie.
Come here, Jackie. Come here, Jackie. Come here. This is writing the script on the fly, so you know something about this happening in Hull?
There's nothing solid yet. I've been talking to DigiCig, who knows the owner of a venue that we could use, so we're trying to set something up that's going to be fairly regular.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
So I think there's only about 4 or 5 of us at the moment, but you don't know, it could spread. So.
Well, I think the whole idea behind these, as I understand it, is to kind of get the smokers and say, well, come on, give it a go.
Yeah.
So if there's only 5 or 6 vapors there and 25 folks that smoke, then it's not going to be a bad idea to do. So would you be involved with that one as well?
Yes, I would like to be. Yeah.
Well, come together. Come get together. Have you two met, by the way?
Well, I'm not with them tonight. No, I mean, we've spoken online, obviously, but
oh right,
not wet in the flesh.
Jackie, Paula, yes. Jackie. There you go. It's like dial a date. Hold on. What's the question?
Are you single?
Are you? That's zoom in.
No.
And you smile when you say no.
No, I'm not single.
Devastated. Who was it that was asking?
You might know T.H. Jahar.
T.H. Jahar, yes, I might have known. He's only after you for your juice.
I know.
Talking about which, have you got much PM2 left?
You've already asked me.
I know, that's why I keep on asking, otherwise I'll forget. It's. Do you know something? That's all I've been using. Not even RY4. I popped some RY4 into one of the UFSs yesterday and emptied it out again and refilled up with BM2. And how long's it been out? 4 weeks. That 500 mil? I've got 50 mil left.
That's good going.
It's brilliant stuff. I love it to bits. Love it to death. Right, now, who else was I? Oh, yes. Our landlady. I need to make sure that Simone is going to be clear. So we'll bring her up and find out what her feeling about the whole thing is. And then I think... I can't even see what the time is. We're flying through time, aren't we? 40 odd. I hope everybody in the chat room's enjoying this. It's a bit of a first for us, he said, stepping into the light. But now that we know that we can do this, we're going to do it an awful lot more. For the time being, Paula, from vapourworld.co.uk.
.co.uk.
Thank you. I bet you've always wanted to do that, haven't you?
Yeah.
We'll do that again. So, Paula from vapourworld.co.uk.
.co.uk.
Thank you very much for talking to me. We'll go to a quick trailer. That's the word I was looking for. A quick trailer, and hopefully I'll be back with Simone, who's the landlady here at the Anglers Rest in Winwell near Barnsley, where they talk like that, and the right nice people down here. They are. Happen, Civvy. Back in 2 minutes.
Good evening, everybody.
Hey up, are you alright? We'll be right there. Put a silly hat on.
And good evening, one and all. Here we are with tonight's VTTalk.
And quite a few questions coming in already.
Yes, going live in 3, 2, 1. 1 minute, please.
Good evening, everybody.
Hey up, are you alright? We'll be right there. Put a silly hat on.
And good evening, one and all. Here we are with tonight's VTTalk.
And quite a few questions coming in already.
Yes, going live in 3, 2, 1. 1 minute, please. Right, so there we go. And I should tell everybody, no, it's not going to go out at 9 o'clock as well. It's 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock. We do have to get home at some time tonight. But with me here now is the landlady of this, I have to say, absolutely delightful establishment.
Thank you very much.
I am so enjoying being here. This is Simone, the boss lady. Probably the only woman in the country that can keep Rusty in track.
Possibly, apart from Jess.
Well, yes.
Okay.
So there's only 2 people in the world who can keep him on track, and you're one of them. Well, that's not bad going. That's not bad going. So, obviously, you were working with Rusty to put all of this together. What's kind of behind it?
To raise awareness to get vaping more known in pubs.
Right.
Well, known to everybody, really, not just in pubs.
Yes.
It's
That was Jess.
yeah, no, just
Keeping Rusty on track. Yeah, so the whole idea to raise awareness that people can actually use an e-cigarette, electronic cigarette,
in public places.
In a public place and in a public house,
Yep.
alongside, as Alan was saying earlier on the corner of the bar, so he would sit at the bar and have his a tab with a pint, or an e-tab.
I must admit, he did look. He just needed an ashtray to rest it in.
Yes.
And it would have been.
He looked so comfortable earlier
Yeah.
on. I really am just sorry that we didn't have like wireless cameras that we could do it all with, which is a bit of a shame. But I know we were talking earlier on about the lucky likey type of thing, and I have one here.
Oh, chuck it away. Awful things.
Take it from that you're not keen then.
No.
Can you explain why?
No, because they look like cigarettes. And they're not cigarettes,
Yes.
they're e-cigarettes. Vaping, not smoking.
Yes.
Yes. Bless, somebody's gone to find it.
Just in case you didn't recognise the face in the background, that was Raw Veg nicking it. And sloping off outside. I'm going to talk to you in a minute. So yeah. I mean, hello, Rusty.
Hello. There's another person I really want you to meet, and he's been in here all night, and it's called Chris Burks.
Right.
Chris Burks, at age of 60, had an heart attack, or multiple heart attacks, and he was told to actually stop smoking.
Right. Okay.
All right. Obviously, tried all the nicotine patches and things like this, and it didn't work for him until he found an e-cig. So he still thinks he's smoking, but obviously he's not officially smoking, even though we'll talk about this another day.
We know, yes, we both come from the same place.
We are going to rebrand it. Eka are going to rebrand it, and I'm going to post tomorrow that we're going to fight for a change in the current terminology.
All right.
Right. So instead of being nicotine replacement therapy, where you give somebody nicotine to treat them for a nicotine disease, which is a misnomer.
Uh-huh.
All right. There are only 2 things. Only 2 drugs that are nicotine replacement therapy, which is Zyban and Champix.
Yes.
Obviously, acupuncture, counselling, all this sort of stuff could be nicotine replacement therapy, as far as I'm concerned, because it's replacing your need for nicotine.
Right.
The stuff that we're using
Is nicotine.
Is nicotine, so it can't be an NRT, as we know.
No.
Just like patches can't be, and lozenges and inhalators.
Nicotine duplication. Are you going to go and serve people at the bar?
I am.
Thank you so much for your time. In the light.
So
Step into the
NRT
light.
is a misnomer.
Yes.
Right? Also, tobacco harm reduction is an old-fashioned thing. Because we were told for years and years and years that it was the smoking that was the problem. Using tobacco, but smoking it was a problem. So therefore, what we do is we get rid of the tobacco, or we get rid of the smoking part of it, and everybody's going to be all right. The goalposts changed. You know, the World Health Organization have now said nicotine's the problem,
Yes.
not smoking.
Yes.
Nicotine.
I have read this.
So therefore, tobacco harm reduction is a misnomer again, because there are other forms of nicotine intake harm reduction, or NHR. So e-cigz, patches, lozenges, snus. These are nicotine harm reduction devices, not tobacco harm reduction devices, because obviously tobacco is not in the majority of them. And then obviously you've got your smoking.
Yes.
So we are, as ECHA, you know, I had a big long conversation between Sam Munro and Dave Hook, West Coast, the other day. We've not got the ratification yet off Mr. Price, Rollergate, but everybody else has agreed so far.
Okay.
That what we're going to do is we're going to push for a rebranding, a change in terminology to get rid of this infighting that we're getting at the minute.
So this is going to happen once the new committee is elected at Vapefest,
Yes.
which everybody should be going to. Vapefest, a week on Saturday. I won't be there, so it's safe to go. I'll be at a wedding, getting slightly drunk and dancing like a drunk dad at a wedding, because I'll be a drunk dad
At a wedding.
at a wedding. So do you want to go and get hold of Chris?
Yes, I'm
And
going to
bring
get Chris for you.
If you do that for me, thank
Yes.
you very much, Rusty.
Bro.
Brilliant stuff. This, I've got to tell you, this is scary. This is scary stuff, because we really didn't know who was going to be here, what they were going to be doing, who we were going to be able to talk to. I wasn't convinced I was going to get a word with Jackie Plage down there, but I did. Managed to get a word with Ms. Plage, everybody's favourite forum owner, has to be said, and probably the best looking of the forum owners as well. I'm going to say that one as well. Mind the rest are ugly buggers. To a man. And I'll stop there, because I could get myself in all kinds of trouble that I don't want to be in. And Chris is on his way over. Can we
He's
see
a
him?
little bloke, he's e-ciggy man. Little fella. He's only a little fella.
E-ciggy man,
E-ciggy
Chris.
man, that's the one.
So, yeah, heart attacks and
7 in 4 days.
that's just being bloody greedy.
I know, that was me.
Yeah.
And I can, one of the last things I can remember when wife rang for ambulance on Boxing Day, 6 a.m. I was just having my second one of that day. I'd had 5 before that.
I'm sorry, but it just sounds so matter of fact now. I was just having my second one of that day. It's
And
like-
she says to me, Chris, ambulance is on its way, it'll be here in a couple of minutes. So I rolled a fag.
that seems
I
fair.
thought, I've got to have my last fag before they bloody get here, you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. I do know exactly what you mean. But obviously...
But that's how up to her, and I think that's how every smoker is. You want to stop. You know what you're doing is wrong and it's killing you, but you keep doing it. You just keep doing it.
Absolutely.
And then you can go down the road of nicotine replacement therapy. None of it works.
No.
It's actually designed not to work. This government don't want you to stop smoking.
No government actually wants you to stop smoking, otherwise they'd all lose money.
Exactly. 10 billion a year they get off smokers.
Yes, it's gone
10
up now.
billion. That's it.
Nearly 12.
Really?
Yeah.
Christ. I know it was 10 billion last year. And I think for treating smoking-related illnesses cost them 1.8 billion. So there's still a lot of money in pocket.
Oh, they're well into profit with it all.
Still a lot of money. But yeah, I mean, I've vaped now for going on for 3 years.
Aye.
My health has never been better.
I was going to say, you don't look like a man that's had 7 heart attacks.
I did when I had them.
Well, I bet you did. So what are you using now then?
I've got a screwdriver here.
Oh, Trog will be pleased.
Yeah, trusty old screwdriver.
Mark II?
Yeah, it's Mark II. I've got a dual coil cartomizer on.
All good.
It's the business. It's the spot and it's the business. Never had a ciggy in all that time. In fact, when we were on holiday, it was windy and my missus was trying to light a fag. She's still a smoker.
Is she?
Oh,
Oh, give it to me. She's
she's a part-timer on these.
Ah, right. Dual fueler.
She couldn't light it
No.
in wind. She was trying to give it here. So I put fag in my mouth, and I thought, shall I, shan't I? And I did. I took one, and it tasted bloody awful.
It is a bit like licking a dog's bum, isn't it?
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible. After all these wonderful flavours we can get.
Absolutely. I mean, my mum, last year, before she died, bless her, she decided that given that she was going to go, she wasn't going to, you know, she was just going to go back to the fags. And as she put it, sodded a lot of them. Fair enough. So she says, light as one, will you, son? I nearly hurled. Horrible. Horrible. It's like licking a dog's bum and then kissing a cow.
Horrible.
Terrible.
Bloody awful.
Oh, murder. Wouldn't do it again.
No.
Wouldn't do it again.
Not now.
I'm sorry for people on my shoulder, but I know we've got to kind of try to run to time on all of this.
Okay, buddy.
How are we doing, Chris?
All right, yeah.
How many? 20 minutes left. I couldn't read me watch there. I was looking at the second hand, which is absolutely ridiculous. Now, I think Rusty's going to be running what do you call it? An auction, aren't you?
An auction.
Russ, did you say you were running an auction?
We're going to run an auction, yeah. Do you want to do it now?
Well, if people in the chat room want to get involved, we might be able... How long a turnaround have we got, Chris? Seconds. So we could take bids from the chat room. Right. So how many items have we got?
Just 2 items.
Okay.
And they're both Gary Dibley based.
Okay.
You know, and they're for the vapors out there, not for the new people. This night's about, therefore, the people out there.
Right. Well, shall we do that now?
Yeah. I'll just go get the stuff.
Right. Now this is. Thanks very much for your time, Chris. Nice to see you. I'll see you a bit later on. This is going to be a bit of a departure, and I mean a bit of a departure. We've never done anything like this before. These are going to be Gary Dibley based bits and bobs that are coming out, 2 of them. We're going to try and run the auctions. You need to type your bids in. Chris is going to go cross-eyed trying to work out who's bid what first, and we'll be shouting them out. With it being Gary Dibley stuff, I hope there's not going to be 5,000 bids. I mean, if there is, that'll be great. Ah, look there. That's Mrs. Rusty. Gary started the bidding. Right. This is the 1001 mod. This is now where the bunny's nose is now flapping like geese's wings when they're trying to take off. Where are we at? So what we got then, Russ?
Right, this is the 1001
Little Gem.
Now, the good thing about this one, I don't know if you can see on camera, which makes it quite unique, apart from the 1000th, which Gary's put on the forums, is the top part, rather than being your resin, is actually a Spanish coin.
Is it?
It's a Spanish coin.
Now he's already put a bid in.
Has he already put a bid in?
He's put a bid of 20 quid.
Yeah. Fantastic. So we need to get a bit better than that. What I love about this, he's not shying away from the fact that it is a torch mod, because he's actually left the actual name of the torch on it, which is fantastic.
Right, so let me can you tell them just to hold their horses for a second, people in the chat, while we get folks in and let them know that this is going to happen. The auction, people, the auction for 1001, the Little Gem, is now running, and you're bidding against the chat room live on VTTalk. So if you want to come through here, otherwise nobody will see a thing, because we need to hear what the bids are coming in. So right, we're now bringing people into an auction house.
Yeah, starting price is 25 now.
Starting, we've got a bid of 40. Got a bid of £40 on this Little Gem 1001. It's a one-off. Spanish coin in the top.
Spanish coin on the top.
55 from Raw Veg. 55. Any advance on 55? This is a one-off. You'll never see another one like it again. £55. £55 going once.
Beautifully sparkly blue.
Spank?
Spankly blue.
£55 going twice. £60 from Gary Dibley. £60 from Gary Dibley. Any 70 from Raw Veg. £70 from Raw Veg.
The complete one-off there.
£70. Any advance on £70? I'm looking for 80. £70 looking for 80. £80 anywhere. In the chat room, £80 in the bar, going once, going twice. It's sold to Tim Raw Veg. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Dave.
Well, now, what do you make of that? While Rusty gets... Have you got the next item?
The problem I've got, Dave, is that my landlady fell in love with it as soon as it actually arrived. So she will not let me get it from behind the bar.
What is it?
It's the original, the Bessamou, the original little cow.
Oh, the little moo, the cow,
Yes,
the little cow.
the little blue-eyed smacked-ass cow.
I've never seen it.
Excuse me while I go and sort the landlady out. It's no good locking the door. Come on. Come on. Well, bid on it then. There you are.
Right. Now, have you got...
I have the horrible feeling, looking at this, I think you've got to put your lips around its bottom. God only knows where you put the cart, though. Oh.
Now, there's a story behind this.
Okay.
Right, now, Gary... You didn't know that Gary was in medicine, did you?
No.
You didn't know he was a veterinary surgeon, did you?
Does that mean he's had his arm up a cow's backside?
Well, sort of. Right, what happened is, I bought, this little cow bag. Right,
In Scarborough, just to show me up.
yeah, in Scarborough.
I think you've got to be careful how you phrase things.
Right, this little cow bag from Scarborough. And I also bought a little cow torch, and unfortunately he's died since. All right? And they tried to have, nuptials. They fell in love with each other, tried to have nuptials, but unfortunately the little torch couldn't quite get up there, if you know what I mean.
Oh, you didn't try to?
I tried my best, but, never happened.
To put the torch where the vet would put its arm.
So unfortunately, they were having major problems. So what I did, I sent a sperm sample from little torch cow, all right, and I sent Bessa down, not Bessa, Bessa's mum, all right, I sent her down.
Simone, what's he been drinking?
To Mr. Dibley, and Mr. Dibley artificially inseminated.
Would be for the watershed.
Sorry, cow bag with
called me a cow bag.
With cow torches, sperminatory stuff, with a little, like little squeezy thing. All right. Now we left it for a few months, and then what actually happened is, in the little cow bag, we had a birth.
That's the queerest caesarean I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was caesarean, obviously, because it's quite big for the... Right, so we had a little birth, and this little birth is Bessamou, blue-eyed, smacked-ass cow. All right? So if you have a look, there's no battery in it, because obviously I can't afford to let anybody else in batteries, but it's got a little blue LED, little red arse, and that's her. The original, ever, little cow.
So is that the only one existing in the world?
There were, I think there were 5 made,
right,
plus an extra one.
Mm-hmm.
I gave an extra one to somebody else because I had 2. I think 3 went to Denmark, which was good.
Right.
But this is the original one, the first ever. Okay, but you don't just get Bessa. You get a mother. You get a cow Tinkerbell, which is from Alice Bell. Concupiscible.
Alice.
Yes, Alice.
Alice.
And you also get my cowboy hat, which I bought from Scarborough. So all this for your delectation.
Right.
So we need to start some bids on this.
We do indeed. Have we got any bids in the house for Bessamou in the cow bag? £30 from Gary Dibley. £30 on bid. I'm looking for 35. £50. I'm looking for £60 now. £60 for Bessamou, the cow bag, and Rusty's hat.
And Tinkerbell.
And Tinkerbell. Bessamou, the cow bag, and Rusty's hat. Any advance? This lot are all stood in the back with Trog trying to cadge his gidder off him. So everybody wants a keyring off Trog. Come and part with your money, you tightwads. £60. We're bid 60, looking for 65. Going once. Going twice. I've got to let that go for 4 seconds. Is that the final bid? £50 from Tyne Bridge, it's yours. It's sold. Well done, Rusty.
Can you take it with you? Because he obviously lives near to you.
Oh, that's a point. Are you up at Tyne Bridge? Can you type in roughly where you are? Because I don't know. But with a name like Tyne Bridge, I don't think he lives in Middlesbrough.
No. You said he lives in Barnsley.
No, definitely not Barnsley with a name like Tyne Bridge. Yeah, I'll get that up and we'll get it out to him.
Fantastic.
We'll sort that out. No bother at all. There you go. That was Rusty and his auction. Hey, it's all exciting, this, isn't it? 8 minutes left to go. Right, with 8 minutes left to go, I think we've spoken to everybody bar one person who I'm just going to get. So while I go to get this person, we'll just take this these few words. I don't know which few words they'll be. Back in 2 seconds.
Now she's got a boyfriend that's got a
Well, there you go, and we're back live, and stood beside me, smiling gently to himself. You'll all recognise him, everybody in chat will know it's Raw Veg. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thanks.
Lovely to see you, and I'm going to say he's out-modded me. I don't know who's got more mods with them, they or me. Yours are all boxes, mine are all tubes just about.
Yeah.
It's pretty much, if you go in that back room, and we're not going to take the camera down there, because if there's any nasty men around, they'll mug us for that lot.
Yeah.
We've probably got about £4 worth between us.
Yeah, probably, if not more.
It's working on it.
Yeah, I've got a bag like that of juice as well. So.
Oh, I didn't see that. We could be staggering all over the place. I'm going to tell everybody the news.
All right.
You don't mind, do you?
No, I don't mind. I babysit.
He's right. It's going to be one of those. Ladies and gentlemen, watching vapourtrails.tv, you need to be tuning in on Sundays because Mr. Raw Veg is going to be joining us for an occasional series. At the moment, once a month, and then it's going to build from there. So the undoubted talents of the man who's got his finger well on the pulse of rebuildable atomizers and everything else for that matter is going to be joining Vapor Trails TV, and I would just like to say welcome on board and how nice it is to have you.
Thank you.
So what do you make of tonight?
Well, it's a good night. Chatting in the back room with Trog and a few of the other guys, and it was my first time at a social, right. So quite an experience for me, and it's actually great. Put faces to people and just talk with other people. Yeah. I mean, I'm very much a solo sort of person. I don't meet up with other vapors. There's occasionally there's Curtis and Griswold that I've met, but no, it's just great to get out in the open. And
it's cracking, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great night.
Everybody just trying everybody else's stuff.
Yeah, that's really great. There's so much stuff there. I mean, Kat's been brilliant with the flavours, and
yes,
yeah, and there was the cheesy one.
Yes, the cheesy one. We'll gloss over the cheesy one. Gloss over the cheesy one. It was actually, I came to the conclusion it wasn't so much cheese as that stuff that gets under your toenails if you don't wash your feet for a while.
I thought the taste was familiar.
Yes. Do you bite your toenails as well?
No.
No,
not my toenails.
No. Oh, I see. Like I said, people, tune in on a Sunday night. You don't know what you're going to get. This could be something else altogether. So, yeah, do you reckon you could run something like this on your side of the country?
I don't see why not. I know in the Northwest there's been a lot more. Over the last week on the BBC, there's been a lot more features being played, alternatives to smoking, councils helping people get off tobacco.
Yeah.
There seems to be a lot more of a buzz. Now, some of that's been sparked by Jason and a lot of what's gone on in the press recently. So I think that people are ready for it. I mean, there used to be in Darwin, there used to be a Vapors pub in Darwin, not far from Totally Wicked shop. I don't know if that's still about, but that's perhaps something that needs to be investigated and revitalised.
Cool. Well, yes, I'd love to see this kind of thing going on in more places because it's been an absolutely delightful evening. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself, even after the 2-hour drive through all of the nuggets on the A1.
Yeah.
Some of whom should just not be allowed a licence. Truth to say, they should. I mean, honestly, there's some idiots out there. It's like indicating left and turning right.
Yeah.
As they do.
Yeah.
But never mind. I just need a quick check on the time. 3 minutes to go. So, for the time being then, Tim, welcome to the clan.
Thank you.
I'll call it a clan. I think your sense of humour will carry you through.
Well, it's all I've got.
Well, yes, it'll be fine. So, it should be canny. I'll get you filled in on all the how-tos and wherefores and whyfores and stuff
brilliant.
like that, and I'll try and learn how to swear in Xenix, if I can. I used to know Vax VMS.
Oh, I'll do.
Used to know Vax VMS because I was quite active on Prestel.
Oh,
System
poor
management.
you.
Yes, somebody had to do it.
Well,
It's terrible work, but somebody had to do it. So yes, that's Raw Veg joining the Vapor Trails TV team. I mean, could this night get any more exciting? Trog in the house.
I know.
Jackie Plage in the house. Paula in the house. Yourself. All of these people, Rusty, everybody in the house. It's been a cracking night, and I really, really hope that everybody in the chat room watching this live has enjoyed the show tonight. I'm going to tell you, I usually enjoy shows an awful lot. Tonight, my little heart's been thudding away at 50,000 beats per second. I've never been as nervous in an awful long length of time, but I think everybody's enjoyed it. Certainly everybody here is enjoying it now, and will continue to enjoy it, I think, until Simone kicks the last one out. Tim and Kat and Sav and myself are going to disappear off now and enjoy vaping some nice flavours on God knows what in the way of devices. But will you, in the chat room, if you're watching live, please say a very big thank you to Sav for running Savcam as well as she has, because we had no rehearsal for this, and to Kat for running the show and producing the show as she's doing, because again, we've had no rehearsal for this. This is teamwork. It's been working well. I hope you've all enjoyed it. If you run the credits now, Chris, I'll do the bye-byes. So here we go. Thank you so much for watching, if you have been, and you have. And I'm watching to see if it's going out, and I cannot tell. That one. Yes, that's the one. So this has been VT Talk. That's a wide shot of everything that's going on. Once again, thanks to everybody here at the Anglers Rest in Wimwell, Rusty, Paula, everybody that's here. We'll see you next time. Night night.